storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, here at Mike's page.
Mike's weather page. It's the season. I see some old faces coming back. Not old. That would not be very polite. Past faces. And there's Howard the Duck. How about that? What's going on? All right, let's click off some buttons here. Man, I look like I'm tanned. I haven't been in the sun, I promise. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Let me get the chat working here. Hey, Eric, what's up? Kathy, windy. Everybody's talking about the wind. Windy. Hey, Amanda Gonzalez says you're a big fan. Appreciate it, Amanda. So there was some of our storm footage, by the way, from Zeta last season. We did go storm chasing a couple storms. Red crayon alert, Brantley. Yep, look at, we can use it. Official red crayon. The NHC has whipped out the crayons. Invest 90. Can you believe it? It's here. The season. What's up, Jennifer Dawn? So we showed Hunter yesterday. Today we'll do Louie. We're going to alternate dogs every day. It's too hard to hold two dogs, so it's up Timothy Weaver, Lynn Haven. I know where that's at. Hey, Bill. All right, so welcome. So here we go. Mike's weather page. What do we do? Well, we talk weather every morning and Monday through Friday, usually. Sometimes on the weekend, sometimes at 8 o'clock at night, sometimes more, sometimes less. But generally speaking, it's 9:19 a.m. Eastern on the weekdays. And we'll be here all through the season. We tracked all the storms last year. I've been doing Facebook since 2009, and the website's been on since 2004. So it's not my first rodeo at all. Hey, what's up, Michael Faulkner over there? Hey, Katie Gunner, what's up? Hey, Bill. I know there's no rain. Anna, it's coming quick. All right, so we'd like to welcome back ABC for another season of supporting all you drunk donkeys out there. Mike's weather page. We love them to death. Located here in sunny Florida. Very sunny Florida this week. Sunny and dry. Might be a good weekend to hang around the pool and stoke up some ABC goods. It's going to be a hot one. It's going to even be a hotter next week. Hope your AC is working, everybody, because you're going to need it. So big thanks to ABC. They've been with us now a couple of years. We really appreciate that a ton. So we got some topics to talk about. If you have not heard, we have Invest 90. So I was messaging Shelly this morning, and it's kind of tough to get back in the old sync of things. I had to update the website, which we did. So we got all the spaghetti models, tropical tidbits. We got all the ensemble links working, weather nerds, graphics, satellite imagery. So That's a real deal. The wake up call. The season's here, so the website's updated. Also, the app is now updated. If you have our app, the Android store, we had to resubmit it. There was a bunch of changes on location services, so it should be back up on the Apple or the Google store today. But the app's updated with Invest 90. There it is, Invest 90. You click on it, and you got all kinds of pertinent links. Look at that white ring. That's my light ring. There we go, like that. All the important links are on the app. If you want a simple way to access the tropics. Okay, I'm gonna put you down now, buddy. You sleepy? So all right. So we're gonna talk all about Invest 90. We got still rain in Louisiana and Texas. We have high pressure over the southeast. We have incredible winds rolling in on the east coast up through the upper Gulf. And maybe Memorial Day we get a break with a front coming down. That's kind of what we're going to talk about today. So yeah, there we go. First, though, we always point out supporters of the page. So I want to do a shout out real quick to the Liquid Glass Guard. Rainy season, believe it or not, is coming. I promise you, the rainy season is coming. I promise you. But Michael and Eric are big supporters of our page here. They own Liquid Glass here out of Florida. 6 months of protection on your windshield. We use it on the Storm Chaser, and it's awesome stuff. It even keeps love bugs off. So they got a cool discount, 15% if you're looking for something cool. And if you mention Donkey at checkout, you get a free koozie for every product that you get. A special Mike's Weather Page koozie. And a discount, 15%. So check them out. 15% is awesome. We love them to death. Liquid Glass Guard. It's a rainy season, I promise. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Believe it or not, it'll be here soon. Once our high pressure drifts out a little bit more east, we'll have a better shot at rains. All right, so what is our storm doing here? All right, so basically, we had this lingering front forever. And a little piece of the convection broke off here and kind of moved up. And we're getting a big, broad, low pressure area with two different vorticities here. And there we go. Yeah. But it's definitely up. It's up to 90%. No threat to the United States, so don't panic. If you see, some of the headlines are tropical concerns, or we're closely monitoring the tropics. Well, unless you live in Bermuda, there's a little bit of chance of rain coming. That's about it. So that's about it. I'm not going to waste too much time, but it is the first one of the season. I got a few stats here before I forget, too. Look at this. So 2015, we had Tropical Storm Ana. It formed in May the 8th. So the last time we had an Ana was 2015, 6 years ago. So they rotate the names every 6 years. And we had Ana in May the 8th. Also, check out this little graphic. Since then, we've had a storm. We had Alex and Bonnie in 16. Well, one was in January. That's kind of really weird. Then Bonnie in May. Arlene was in 17. That was in April. Alberta was in May of 18. Andrea was May of 19. And last year, Arthur was May of 20. So it's not uncommon lately to get a system in May. That's why the NHC probably is going to up the hurricane season next year to May 15th as the official start date to coincide with the Pacific. That's why they started doing updates early this season. It's not officially started early. It's just they have to get voted on by the World Meteorological Organization, the WMO. Once they vote on it, then the season will more than likely move to May 15th for 2022. And so there you go. Are they naming more storms? Who the heck knows? I don't think so. I don't know. But Some people get mad when they name these storms. They say it's hoopla. Because that's my Frenchie. Yeah, John, we got 2 of them. The other one's on a can of beer. Look at this. Have you seen it? Hurricane Hunter. ABC, Fine Wine and Spirits. Big Storm Brewing. Fixing to release the 3rd batch. Located all throughout Florida. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, we just ramble on about the weather. Every morning. This is a water vapor loop, by the way. It's pretty cool water vapor loop. So this system is really kind of fun to look at. It's wrapping up, whoa, like that. It's really becoming subtropical. You can see it forming right now. It's starting to tighten up a little bit. And here's Bermuda. All the models keep it right about here before it shoots back off to the northeast. So does not look like a landfall, but it is probably going to be named tomorrow. And we do have a lot of folks in Bermuda, believe it or not. I'm going to do a post later today. Who's watching from Bermuda? I bet you we got hundreds of people that watch in Bermuda. People call these fish storms, but there's people that live on Bermuda. Not only fish. Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, big storm, definitely. It's really easy to get it on tap. But shouldn't be thinking about beer this early in the morning. All right, so there's that. All right, so here's some of the cool stuff. All right, so here's the latest NHC. 90% chance. So, you see this and you're like, oh my God, it's going to do that. But they don't show you what it's going to do after because, they don't. But so there you go. There's that. 90% could be named anytime. Once it gets a little bit tighter, right now 500 millibar. It's the 500 millibar is definitely tighter than the 850. So there's 2 separate circulations right now, and as they do, they'll fight over who wins. So far, then you got to look at things like convection, like who's got the bigger convection circles. But it's very broad right now. We'll see which one dominates if these 2 actually merge together and form a true center. So it's pretty sloppy right now. Got some convection. Other maps we can look at. Let's look at Weather Nerds right now real quick and take a look at the convection. Because we were looking at and look at this, man, look at this in the Gulf. We're going to talk about this here later. But, man, this is so classic early season. Look at that blob out there in Texas. So this, unfortunately, is moving up. And more rains are underway. So we'll show that more later in a little bit. Hey, David, what's up, buddy? Thank you, bud. Michael, what's up? I wish I was in Bermuda, too. Looks like a cool island. But all that's in the Gulf. All right, so we're not going to look at that right now. We're going to look at something else. We're going to talk about Invest 90. Then we'll talk about what's coming. So here you go. Here's what we got. So here's the convection. Starting to get some convection. And, we'll see. Kind of barclonic little frontal low pressure feeding off a tut. We got birds in the background, but there you go. You can start to see the cyclone take shape. Pretty neat, right? So there you go. Yep, tropical. We'll hit about 2,000 is our average. All right, so that's that. Enough of that. Let's look at some individual models real quick. This for our folks in Bermuda. We'll go to Tropical Tidbits here. Take a look close. Let's look at the rain ones first, because GFS, CMC, and Icon. Here, so just a general idea. If you're living in Bermuda, here you go. There's where you got. It looks like the load's going to set up right off your northeast. So we're going to have rains tomorrow, and they're going to be spinning in from the north. And then our system pulls on out of here Sunday. So it's going to hang around a little bit. GFS showing 999. Everything's on the northeast side. Icon keeps it right there. There's Bermuda. There you go. So CMC about the same. So doesn't look like a landfall, but it's gonna tighten up. It's gonna have that look. It's gonna be a little tropical look. Kind of neat, right? Early season tropics. Here's your Euro. Gonna tighten up a little bit. This is Friday, Saturday. GFS a little tighter. Gets it down to 999 millibar. Should be subtropical. Subtropical is more cold core, wider system. So that's kind of what they're expecting. So there you go. That's going to race on out here. So there you go. I don't know. Enough of that. Don't want to talk about it too much. So there you go. Oh, speaking of stickers, Kim, apparently we got the second batch done by Shelly. It's awesome. So probably next week, maybe Wednesday, we'll mail them out. As it's such a headache. She probably kills me. She probably cusses me. She probably says every cuss word on the planet. Mike. But so we do send out supporter stickers for a little bonus for supporting the page. Facebook gives you the option to pay $5 a month to support the page, less than a price a cup of coffee. Hey, Jason. And we're also doing these 2 p.m. quickies that I think we're going to do at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock quickies for the supporters, because that's more of my thinking out loud session. Not live, just a quickie little video. But by 2 o'clock, we have the new NHC advisories out at 2. We have the new Euro out. We have the new GFS out, the Icon, the CMC. So we'll have a lot of new data, so look for that. And it does help the page a lot. So lets me go storm chasing. All right, so long range. Let's look at some long range stuff. Looking at the tropics. Here's the ensembles for GFS. Remember last weekend, all the hoopla about a GFS system is not going to happen. No stress. These are all the 31 members of the GFS. Nothing cooking. Again, it doesn't mean things can change, but as of now, 7 days out, not seeing anything but our Invest 90. That's good news. The Euro, almost the same. So we really don't have any areas to talk about. Not going to make anything up. They're 7 days out. Not even one single member on the GFS or Euro showing anything. So that's good news. That's at least till Memorial Day weekend. So there you go. Long range tropics. And what's cool about these ensembles here, you can see this little zigzag. The storm does that little number there. So it all depends where the center sets up. But bottom line, it's going to do that. So that's a crazy little graphic there. So. All right, so we got the May storms out of the way. I wanted to talk about that. We got the radar loop. Let me get rid of that. We got the wind loops. Let's take a little closer look at the winds here. What's going on here on the surface? It's crazy windy out there. So there's our high pressure system. Now this is going to be the story. This high pressure system, it's going to slide over first part of the week. And all these rains that we got cooking right now are going to slowly start to move a little bit more. So the rains today are going to move over here a little bit Saturday, Sunday, and we're going to have a lot of dry air all the way up here along the coast. So Louisiana, looks like Saturday things start drying up, which is good news. You got to deal with today. Rains again, but the weekend looks fine, and here's your couple of your rain maps we'll look at. So we do have a flood potential again today, unfortunately, for lower Louisiana and the Texas northward. That's today, so chances are again pretty strong for some flooding tomorrow. Starting to shift a little bit more to the west. That's your flood potential map. Rain map here, let's take a look at this. This is good news. So again, high pressure is the story. Big high pressure system here bringing in these winds. You might get a little bit of trickling rains off of the Atlantic side. Let's take a look at that real quick. We saw some yesterday when we did our live. You get there, you see these little guys. So look at Key West down there getting some action. So Key West is right in that boundary here, that high pressure boundary. But you get these little Atlantic storms rolling in. They're just quick, fast moving. They get fueled by the Gulf Stream, the Atlantic warm waters, a little bit of moisture in the air, and they usually don't make it past central part of the state. So you get these little guys with these strong high pressure winds. So you get these morning showers, kind of sporadic through the day, very, very light rains. And you can see that here. That's why we got some really light green. That's like 0.1 inches. That's just Atlantic effect snow or rain. So here's 24-hour rains today into tomorrow morning. You can see where it centralizes here. Day 2 shifts a little bit to the west. Not much. So we got today in the first part of tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, the Louisiana coast starts to dry up. Now here's Sunday or Saturday. That was tomorrow. Today's Thursday. I forgot. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Then Saturday. There we go, Saturday. So there's Saturday. Things start to dry up. There's your centralized. So Saturday and Sunday, most of the rain is going to be hovered right here in central coastal Texas. But look, Louisiana's dry. And then everybody's dry on the weekend. Day 4, Sunday. Look, Louisiana's dry. Everybody's dry. A little bit of middle Texas rains. But this pattern all the way to day 7. There's day 7. So that's the storyline. We got intense heat coming. Let's take a look at that on Tropical Tidbits here. I'd like to shout out to Levi. Levi supports us, and we support him, and we use his stuff a lot. And by the way, is Whitney in the chat room? Because I saw Whitney almost got a tornado last night. These spin-up little storms out of the blue. He got one. As there's silence. All right, look at these air temps. Scary. All right, here's Monday next week. 99. Well, we shouldn't use GFS. Everybody's saying the GFS is a little aggressive on temperatures. But if we really want to do gloom and doom, we'll show the GFS. So here's Monday, Tuesday, 99, 99, 99. Everything that you see is white is inching in on upper 90s to 100s. Wednesday, it really starts kicking. There's Thursday, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. You know, yesterday we saw some possible hundreds in Lower Virginia. So it's just Monday. It's going to start building up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday. It starts to see a front coming in. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be the hottest for most everybody. So middle to upper 90s all along the East Coast down into Florida. With this high pressure system. So we'll see how hot it really gets if we get any hundreds down in Florida or anywhere for that matter. Let's see what the Euro is showing. Yeah, David, so you're going to get some rain. So we're going to show that. So it looks like Memorial Day front starts to roll in. So here we go. Let's take a look. This is Monday. You can just see this high pressure. Now watch. Middle of the week, we're starting to see this low pressure digging here across the northern lower Canada. And we're going to see a front try to make its way down. So here is Thursday. There's a little bit of a front. Now, does it make its way down? Ugh. Doesn't look like it this time. So the big question marks, like we showed yesterday, there is a front. Friday next week. But big question mark how far south it goes. So as far as Memorial Day goes, there is a little bit of front. Now this is starting to flatten out on Thursday, which means it wouldn't make its way into the southeast. Yesterday we had a little more diagonal. So front might not make it. We looked at it yesterday. Let's take a look at the GFS, see what it's showing for next week. There's that front. See, it's flattening out now. That's why I told you yesterday I don't like to go out too far with these frontal patterns. So I don't even think Memorial. There's Thursday again. So both GFS and Euro today are showing a flattening out of our front on Thursday and not making it down. So there you go. There's Friday. But it might be enough to push in push that high pressure out of the way. That's the biggest thing. There's our high locked in here on Wednesday, but the front at least will push our high pressure down to the east a little bit, bringing up more south winds. So if anything, the high pressure is going to get pushed on out of here a little bit for the Memorial Day weekend, maybe making it less windy if you got boating plans, and definitely nice if you're doing outdoor cookouts and fun stuff like that. Look at this blob of moisture coming up from the Gulf. That's a lot. I don't know if it's going to make it or not, but looks pretty hefty. All right, what are we talking about? Everybody at Brantley doing rain dance. Yep. So, squalls come and go fast. Who said that on YouTube? You're right. That's for sure. Anything else here? A lot of power outages where Whitney is located. Yes. Let's take a look at that. Power outages. Let me close my windows here because we all know the Google doom. Let's see this. So down here, So I moved some things around the site, by the way. I put the NHC outlooks back here because I want to leave all this column for tropics. So this column is tropical column. And then over here is my NHC graphics. And then general weather is down here now. But, you know what's cool is the outlook has been updated. Remember? I showed this yesterday.
7:58 a.m.
So right
For
here,
the North Atlantic,
this
Caribbean
gets
Sea, and the
updated
Gulf of Mexico,
daily,
a non-tropical
hourly.
low-pressure system is located
So
about
if you want to
800
listen while
miles
you're
east of Bermuda.
working or
The low
driving,
is expected to develop gale force
I
winds
love
later
the
today while it moves
computer-generated
generally northward.
tropics guy.
The low is then forecast to move westward and
So that's kind of new.
southwestward
All
over
right,
warm.
let's close that. All right, let's turn it. Let's take a look at power outages. See how Whitney's doing over there. So I'll turn him off. Let's see, power outages. See, this is where I got to relearn all my links. Over here somewhere, power. I don't know why I have it in the middle. I shouldn't move it around. There's power outages right now. Let's take a look. So here is the Louisiana. Oh, look at that. That's the orange. So there's lower Louisiana dealing with power outages. There you go. So I don't know if that's where Whitney's at or not, but I wonder why the state doesn't. Oh, there it is. Where's the rest of the state? Doesn't show. Click on the county though. So maybe that's Whitney's home. I don't know. Where does Whitney live at? Is that his home? Lower Louisiana? Well, he's out of power. Not good. Hopefully he's got a generator running. Hopefully he's got a Furman generator running. So yeah, I talked about it yesterday. We got a little party today. We're going to meet up with Furman and take some pictures and do some promo stuff. Bring in my Storm Chaser truck. So watch for some videos of Jason and Greg here from Furman later today. They're actually in town. Hey, there's Whitney. What's up, man? Yeah, David, what about the Rays? Rays, I almost gave up on them. They were behind 4-0 in the first inning. Hey, Root Judy, appreciate that. Hey, I like your hand clapping. Thank you. The tornado was exciting. Yeah, Shelly, we got to relearn the links. I know. And I put all the climatology stuff over here on this side, too, because we were running out of room. I try to have everything end at the same time on the page. So yeah, got all the tropics maps going, man. It's kind of the real deal. Goes east is your home for all the cool satellite imagery. Let's take a look at the Gulf blob here to see what we got. See if it's a blobby kind of day for the Gulf. We'll see if that makes its way northward. That's a lot of Bay of Campeche juice. Now, tropical, doubtful. There's a lot of shear down there, but you always watch blobs. Even our little purple guy, our little purple map, showing one lonely little dot. Look, one little dot of possibility. That's kind of a blend of all kinds of models. Another model site I haven't really looked at in a while. This one right here. Let's take a look. Let's see, today. Whoops, that's Pacific. I always click Pacific by mistake. It's right here. So you disregard these little spots because they're just feedback, but nothing on those. So that's good. So the weather nerds links are all live. You can look at real-time satellite zoned in on the Invest right here. Nothing to look at right now. Hurricane hunters will not likely fly out to that system. Maybe they will. I don't know. We'll see. All right, anything else? Chat away here. We do this every day now, so I gotta. Leslie, nope. I do. Yeah, watch the Bay of Campeche. What's up, Bobby? Yeah, so just a lot of shear in the Gulf, you know. Starts out with spinach. There's all kinds of craziness going on out there right now. Just all kinds of crazy weather. I don't even know what the heck that is right here. It's a convective burst. There's your MCV, Whitney. No, what the heck? That's got to be a glitch or something in the winds. or the satellite. I don't know what the heck that is. See if we can do an ASCAP pass here and take a look. No, missed it by a little bit. Maybe. Let's see if we can click right here. A little too far. Just, oh man, look at all these winds though. Oof. Crazy winds. Look at this. We got a wind alert. Look at this. We got tropical storm force winds here on the Florida side. 29 sustained wind here down in Miami. 26, 29. Walton. I mean, that's ripping, man. Gusts are 33. So the gusts aren't too bad. It's more of a steady wind, obviously. You don't get gusts because you really don't have any convection of any sort. Oh, there you go, Doug. There's a little tidbit. So Doug, that's the question is, they used to, so I don't know. True. So subtropical storms might not got named. Maybe there wasn't as much satellite data. Maybe they weren't able to focus much on, storms that were not as, affecting more coastal U.S. I don't know. I mean, the argument is more storms are getting named that maybe didn't used to get named, but I do know that they have a scientific set of parameters that they have to follow as far as winds, cloud tops, temperatures, and if it meets all the criteria, they get named. So, but it's good. I know there's definitely more named storms in May. We've had one since 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, now 21. So ever since 2015, we've had a named system in May. So anyway, strong winds, and these winds are definitely, we all kinds of craziness. What is this going on over here? That's real. What is that? Look at this craziness. We got to digest what's going on over in Texas. So these winds over here are weird. So we got all this high pressure doing all this stuff. Look at this 31 here in the barge. But then we got this crazy little thingy going on over here. What is it? What is this? What is going on over here? What the heck is going on over here? I don't know. What is that? Let's take a look. I don't know what we can really look at to get a better look. It's kind of a crazy little setup. I don't know what it is. What is it? UFO? I don't know. So we got some crazy convection over there coming off of Texas. Actually got a little bit of circulation. Not tropical, but definitely showing up. So this is definitely right. This is definitely right. It's got some weird winds. Don't know. I just don't know. Coffee and dog shirt. I know, man, I got to do it. I'm slacking. That's a cool shirt, by the way. My buddy Dusty's mad at me. He's like, man, I got the best shirt I ever made you. And, wow, what is that? All right, let's go to SPC. Sometimes we can get a good, graphic here. Let's look. Let's see. We can look at missile analysis here. It's high. It's an upper high. Huh. Just crazy little blob. Like a high pressure blob. I don't know. Just no, it's not tropical. Nothing to worry about. Just odd. Definitely a boundary of some sort. We'll look at some, let's see. Let's look at some future. Oh, there's an outflow boundary. See, outflow boundary. So there it is. There's like a question. It's an outflow boundary. Kind of like what you see with sea breezes. It's the Loch Ness, Katie. It's very odd looking, I can tell you that. Let's look at HRRRR, see what we got for 12Z's running now. So let's go pull up the 12Z and let's take a good look at Texas and Louisiana and let's see what you got coming today. Let's see if it's showing any of this weirdness coming up. So yeah, just constant flow. So this is through today. This is 3 o'clock today. So just constant flow again. They're not showing any. There's that blob down there. That's tomorrow's stuff. So it kind of makes its way up, whatever it is. Got a little spin on the mess. So Whitney, there you go, buddy. It's got a little bit of spin on the HRRR. So this is through tomorrow. So yucky. So the rains are still funneling in. Low pressure, high pressure, everything funnels. And precipitable water map's a good one to look at that on the Euro. I like looking at it on there sometimes too. We can take a look at that. Let's take a look at let's see what we got here. You'll see the moisture today. This is dry. This is moist air, moisture. And there's that funnel of just, look at that, still tomorrow. Lots of moisture feeding up into Texas and Louisiana tomorrow. So, and it is going to get shifted. High pressure sliding over a little bit. So again, the weekend. This is Sunday morning. So dry air is blue. But just rainy day on tap, man. For the next, let's look at some severe weather potential too, because we had tornadoes yesterday that were kind of unexpected. And it's just so hard to predict them. But the atmosphere will be ripe in the afternoon again. Not as much as yesterday, but definitely maybe. I mean, it's showing a little updraft here. So, I mean, this is through today, early, noontime hour. So, I mean, Louisiana again. I mean, just keep your eyes open. Officially, we don't really. The Storm Prediction Center isn't even really showing anything today. Oh, they did update it a little bit. So, but 2% tornado probability error. So, slight chance for tornadoes. There you go. A little bit of daytime heating, but so anyway, Keurig with a red flashing siren. DEFCON 1, Eric. Yep. So yeah, a lot of weather, Bobby, talk about. So Bobby, what the heck is going on over there in Texas? I don't know. It's an outflow boundary, but it just kind of looks funky. That's all. With the winds, it is. So a lot of confusion, a lot of storm clouds popping on this thing. We'll see, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's see if it gets pulled to the north, because the winds aren't really coming up from the south yet, so it's definitely an outflow boundary. It's kind of like a sea breeze effect, but it could get pulled north. There's your boundary right there. You can see it. Clashing winds. So it is an outflow boundary. Outflow boundaries are clashing like a sea breeze here we get in Florida, but they clash and you get storms at the boundary. And so we got this low pressure to the west, high pressure to the east, creates a boundary, and when they clash, they spawn thunderstorms. And it's just pretty significant. I've never really seen one that strong over water before. Or maybe they were out there, I just never noticed them. But that's what we got. Outflow boundary, clashing thunderstorms. My question will be, does it go north? That might fuel some big rains later today we got to watch for. All right, so that's enough of that. Anyway, anything else? See on Twitter if they're talking about it. There's our buddies, the Hurricane Hunters. They're fans of us. They actually follow us. Look at that. Nothing. So, all right. Well, enough of that. So, now we're just going to chit-chat for a little bit, and then we'll say goodbye. So, we mentioned at the top of the show, big thanks to ABC, Fine Wine and Spirits. You can go buy your Hurricane Hunter there. Official beer of hurricane season. Look at that. Drunk Donkey on the can. Is that not the coolest thing ever? So, you can get it at ABC, Big Storm Brewing. And big shout out to Liquid Glass today. Liquid Glass Guard doing a 15% discount and free koozies. So that's what we did early. Talked about the app being updated. Website's been updated with all the greatest and latest on Invest 90. Got a little bit of a new look. I moved some things around. We got the tropical maps here on this side. So a little bit different look. Sticking all tropical here in this column. That's our normal. Keeping the NHC graphics here in the column to the right. And there you go. So we'll keep an eye on tropical tidbits. There's all the latest spaghetti models just came out. Again, it's going to shoot off to the northeast. So no worries along coastal U.S. It's going to zigzag, kind of like Zeta and Ada. So it's windy, hot, and dry. Welcome to May. The rainy season apparently will be coming. As soon as this high pressure system parks itself a little bit more to the east, we'll start getting more winds from the south, and that'll help create the thunderstorms that we get in Florida. So we'll see if that happens. Thank you, Doug. Keep looking, man. It's around other places too. I think they're trying to expand out a little bit. So all right. So we're meeting the Furman crew later. Look for some fun stuff there with that. Jason and Greg are in town, and we're going to take some pictures with their Furman trailer. So James, yes, we got softball this weekend. We're playing for the Lady Hawks, and she is in some Boomba tournament in Altamont, I believe. High school division. She's playing against the big girls. A couple more years, she'll be the big girl. Thanks, Whitney. It is good stuff. And they're big fans of our page. Michael Parker and Eric Voss are fans of our site. So yeah. Let me show you her best 6 plays, and then I'll let everybody go. So it's James, since you're a softball guy. I put her 6. I always do a highlight reel from the weekend because I stream all the videos. But I put her 6 best plays from the weekend. All right, so before we do it, so she hit her first home run last week over the fence last week. And she's not the biggest girl in the world, but it proves you don't have to be that strong and big if you do it right. So this was the highlights this week. So she hit the fence here, and then some of her pitches, screwball, curveball, changeup, and then she had a good play at short and a good play at defense. So it's only 6 plays, 30 seconds long. Here's her hit. Let me turn the volume up here. I love bragging about her because she works so hard. But look at this one. Bam! That sucker cleared left field, hit the fence. Brought in a couple runs here. Their screwball curves in. Curveball screws out. Changeup is like 20 miles an hour slower. Shortstop, she had a weird bounce. She had to wait for it and then chuck the girl out at first. And then pitching here, she had a hit to her side. She had to wait for it, and then she gunned the girl down at first. So that was 6 good plays, Emily. So, all right. So we'll be back live tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back, fans, supporters. Season's here. I'm going to keep an eye on this blob in Texas. Really, the only thing we got to worry about is just more rain, maybe unexpected rains coming up into Louisiana today. It's not going to make it to Florida. It's not going to make it to Mississippi. It's not going to make it to Georgia. It's going to be straight north, Texas, Louisiana. We'll see what that looks like, right? So, all right. So maybe we'll do a live with the Furman crew later. We'll see. All right. Cool. Well, you have a fabulous day. Shelly, thanks for all your work. And appreciate all the people that we got here on our page. Because you guys rock. The best weather page on the planet. Not page, but people. best people on the planet. All right, be good. We'll see y'all tomorrow.